Hello and welcome. My name is Todd, and I will be the DM of this little adventure. Now will the players introduce themselves.
My name is Darren, and I play Seltra, the Drow Artificer.
My name is Stephen. I'm playing Karyst, the Dragonborn Druid.
My name is Brittany, and I will be playing Laurel, the half-elf paladin.
Hello, my name is Becca, and I'll be playing Mavari, the tiefling sorcerer.
With all the, I'm gonna go with stuff going around and rumoring at the moment, a couple of things have come to light, and people have been throwing up different games that you can play. And this brought me back to some games that I played before. Shadowrun, I love it. I'd play it again. But the one that I used to play all the time, besides D&D, was actually it's not specifically the game Vampire the Masquerade, but Vampire the Masquerade World. White Wolf, the person who actually published it, they put all these different games into one world. Like Vampire the Masquerade, you can actually use Mage the Ascension with it alongside the actual werewolf game. Like there's a game where you just play werewolves and everything like that, but then you can actually mash it together with Vampire the Masquerade. So all three of these games and worlds are in one, and they exist simultaneously. And it's pretty freaking awesome, but they did it so long ago that people were like, it's okay. But in my opinion, it's pretty fucking epic. But one of the things that we did was a long time ago, I was playing with a group of friends, and I was playing a werewolf because I love fucking werewolves, and I'll play one in pretty much every game. They're one of my favorite things, and that's why I pick on the rel, so that it's the opposite of favoritism. So I was playing a long time ago, and we came across a guy who was super powerful in the game, and he was like, what do you want? I can create anything. And that's something that mages can do in that game, is they basically have to destroy something to create something. It's basically like if an necromancer had to sacrifice somebody in order to resurrect somebody. It's kind of that way. Like that's how spells work somewhat. Like that's a really stupid way of putting it, but that's how it works. Like he was like, I can create anything you want. Like machine gun, bazooka, tank, whatever. You just have to sacrifice something of the same mass and quality. And so at the time, as we all, go through different stages of our life, I was working on cars. I was with like we were working on cars all the time, and I had done so much work on my car. It was fucking awesome. It was a V8 that I had done a lot of work to, but at the time there was something I couldn't afford that I really wanted for my car, and I was just working on it to try to make up for it. And so when he asked this in the game, I was like, I want a fucking engine. And he was like, what? And I was like, I want a supercharger for a V8 on a 2002. And I gave like the engine model. And he was like, okay, you can have that. And I was like, sweet. But then when everybody got their guns, cars, money, gold bars, stock in Microsoft, all this shit, I'm sitting there like, well, my car worth $10,000 is pretty cool. That's dumb. So that got me thinking, has anybody else ever done some dumb shit, asked a DM or something like that, or made some kind of wish that you were just later like, I am not bright?
Let's see. Upon that metric, I don't know if that really counts, only because like there's this like it's not homebrew. It's a 5e compatible One Piece D&D thing that Darren's been running, and I play as an NPC. I don't play as like, I'm not like an actual player. I'm more like a guest player. And so I am the pirate captain of the Recipe Pirates. And so the players were in the process. They were on an island, and they weren't really taking all that much of advantage of it as I thought that they could. Now, keep in mind, I was on that island too, and I guess I guess started everything. But then there was something like at the back of my mind that was just kind of like, I really want this island, but like Darren wouldn't give me that island. That's too much. So like keep in mind that like like months, absolute months go by, and I'm like, okay, all right. Like I'm guest starring every now and again. Stop it. I guest star every now and again. And then like I don't know, like something just sort of prompted me to be like, "Hey, can I just have that island?" And then Darren is just like, and he shrugged his shoulders like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, you mean to tell me you were just gonna like, I could have just asked for it?" And he was just like, "Well, no, you have to like, roll for it and like work for it, but like, they had the opportunity to like do it, so why wouldn't I give you the opportunity?" And I kind of felt silly because I said, "Oh wow, I could have had an island for like this entire time." And I don't know why I didn't think that it was a possibility at all. So yeah, if that's the kind of feeling that we're invoking here, I felt a little silly. Like I could have been a king or a queen. I
I don't blame you.
I
wouldn't
could have had
asked
an
for
island.
That sounds legit. Darren, have you ever asked a DM for anything stupid? And if you need examples, I have 13 because I was thinking about you the other day.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I actually have none, so I hope you do.
Um, have I ever asked a DM for something stupid? I'm actually legitimately trying to think, only because I've been mostly the GM in games that I haven't played with you, or my first ever D&D campaign. Oh
It's
wait,
my
no.
game.
There's your game, and then my second D&D campaign when I was in the army, I played with a couple of my friends. Now, ask is a strong word, but we did do something pretty stupid. And this is gonna sound bad, but let me explain why.
Mhm.
For God's sake. Okay, all right, fine.
Are you
Go
talking about the church murder?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna. So
Let him explain.
that's why I said it's gonna sound bad, but let me explain.
Mhm.
So we slaughtered a whole church, but it's okay because they were evil. They asked us to do something. We did it, and we came back. And they expected us to die on the trip as a sacrifice to whatever deity that they were serving, but we won. So we came back with the thing they asked us to go get, and they're like, "Oh, well, let's have a party to celebrate you coming back." And then me and my friend, who are both the rogues, decided to spy on them, because it seemed kind of suspicious that they weren't very happy to see us. Turns out that this party they were gonna have, they were just gonna kill us anyway. So we beat them to the punch. And then we took over that entire town as drug lords, but we were so bad at it. Ah,
You know, it's not often that I just have no idea what to say.
we were so bad at it.
I'm so glad you had the exact same reaction, Todd, because I didn't know what to say the first time I heard it either.
I
Okay, no
made a
problem.
pimp coat out of Cerberus fur. It was pretty funny.
So, I'm gonna go from there to Becca, because that makes sense. Becca, please God.
I generally cannot think of anything I've done that I would consider silly.
So,
I had time to think about this and I have nothing. The only thing I can think of is asking my DM if I could tame a giant ape. And that was just about it.
I mean, that actually sounds pretty interesting.
did you succeed?
Yeah, what happened there?
I did. His name was Garp. We named him
Aw.
after somebody from One Piece.
Oh, I figured that was the case. So like, oh,
It's funny, he was my giant ape and I didn't even get to name him. Someone else did.
So what prompted you to want to tame a giant ape?
See, what happened was
Mhm.
the party. I was playing a franchise mode game, like D&D game, where we were like trying to build up an island. And me, the barbarian, I was playing a druid at the time, so me, the druid, the barbarian, and the wizard split off from the ranger and the rogue, because we split the party a lot. It's how our cleric died. Anyway.
Sounds like you should stop doing this.
Anyway,
Huh?
we get to this area and we're looking around and there's this, like, the whole clearing has been cleared and we're standing there and suddenly we see the monkey. And the barbarian's like, fuck it, I'm fighting it. I was like, wait, what? We're level like 5. There's a giant ape. And he starts picking a fight. Instead I gave the monkey good berries. And he became my friend. After the barbarian took a rock to the face. But he's okay. He was okay.
He's okay.
He took a giant boulder to the face, but he's okay. Anyway, we trained the monkey to bring us giant woods, like logs, trees and stuff for us to sell of ironwood. And then I trained him for other things. And we got an artificer at that point, and he's like, I want to transform into a monkey. Like, I want to be a monkey. And I was like, I mean, I can polymorph you into one, but I don't know how Garp will feel about that. That's pretty much the adventure of training a giant ape.
The monkey's fist. The monkey.
Okay. From here, I want to go to Steven, because Steven is our shining light of intelligence, integrity, nay, sophistication. Steven, tell me about your dumb shit.
With all of my D&D experience.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't truly know how to play D&D until fairly recently. Just, with the help of Critical Role and all of that. Granted, I know about the Mount Mercer effect and all of that. The stupidest things I've done are just ask for really weird races to play as. Like when someone said, oh, we're doing this Halloween thing. I'm like, hey, can I play this star-nosed naked mole rat? And there was another campaign where someone said, or like every campaign has their blacklists of like races or classes, in world reasons, of course. So I looked at that race. I said, huh. Can I play this race that you listed first as a blacklist option? And I was able to convince the DM to let me do that.
What was the most ridiculous?
What?
What was the most ridiculous? The most ridiculous out of the races that you've requested, out of my own curiosity.
It was the Zoog. The star-nosed naked mole rat.
Yeah.
That was actually liked a lot, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, not by me, by comments.
Yes, I'm thinking the comments. Playing chaotic, stupid characters can be done very right, but it is very easy to do them very wrong. So that's my goal with chaotic, stupid characters, is to try to play them right.
Try to thread that needle.
Toss
that hog, if you will.
There, no.
I was in the theater, and I was in Shrek the Musical. There is a character known as the Bobblehead. When you watch Shrek, it's the guy that Shrek first sees when he goes to Duloc, and there's this guy with a large Lord Farquaad head, and he ends up running through these lines, then knocking into a wall and knocking himself out. So that was a reoccurring character in Shrek the Musical, and it was the highlight of my high school career.
I feel like I know where this is going.
Well, what I was supposed to do was, I see Shrek, I scream, I run around, knock on the prop castle, fall down, and then I have to cry while pulling myself off stage. Keep in mind, I'm a semi-grown man in a leotard and a skirt. I'm also wearing a bobblehead. And
We've all been there.
It's one time at theater camp. But the drama teacher told me, Steven, this is your time. You have the entire stage to yourself. But be careful, because there is a very fine line between funny and annoying with this.
No pressure.
Yeah, it was... I am so happy I have the DVD of the performance. I will try to clip that and send it, because it's just 5 minutes of me crying on stage. It was funny.
Anybody want to watch me cry? Openly weep on stage?
I'm about to be a grown man cry.
I
don't
do
know.
dumb things in real life. I try not to take it into D&D.
Why
Yeah,
not? You can't die from it here. It's fine. You might as well as try shit out where you're immortal.
exactly.
Yeah,
I was
but
like,
I
well, we
could be
could.
a
I
lot
don't think we could.
smarter than I am in real life.
Yeah, but we can make another character in 5 minutes. We can't make another Becca.
Not with that attitude.
Oh god.
I mean, actually, my sister's name is Rebecca, but it's fine.
A little necromancy never hurt anybody.
It doesn't
Well,
work. I
fine.
tried.
It'll just take another month. It'll just take 9 months to get the pre-stage done.
Exactly. We can figure something out.
Did
Well,
you just
party.
call having children necromancy?
That's a campaign idea for next time. For now, we're just going to deal with people from hell. I'll see you in a minute.
My name is Steven, and you're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast.
We hereby charge the disgraced Master Smith O'Drawn with sedition against the Red Clan and treason against the Celestial Kin. The stars had shone bright overhead. It was mostly a quiet night. One could hear the sounds of crickets, a river running, and the dozens of torches shedding light upon the guillotine. A shackled Karyst watched from between two red guards, waiting for the ceremony to proceed. The guards from the Red Clan weren't as big as he was, but for what they lacked in volume, they made up for in training fivefold. The day before, the smithy was raided by the foreign guardsmen. They easily subdued the white elder O'Drawn, but Karyst did not resist. He had been running and hiding from his problems all of his life, and now with his life's seconds ticking down, he didn't. The sabotage they performed a couple days prior was one that Karyst felt right, and one day he hoped the people in the Clan of Gold would see that. Besides, it was an honorable thing to go down for a cause. Later. Look at him! The people of the city sneered and whispered as the smithing duo was led to the courtyard. Weak! The guards didn't miss their chance at psychological humiliation either. After it took 3 to bring down Karyst, they mocked him endlessly because they realized he would not fight back. Karyst looked on towards O'Drawn, who was now behind the chopping block. Even though they both mourned the previous night, it was still very difficult to watch his mentor and friend on trial for an ultimate execution. At first, Karyst didn't want to watch. He looked up to the stars and where he hoped he would go. Somewhere upon the branches of Yggdrasil above lay Asgard, where those deemed worthy went to paradise, where he may work within the smiths of great. Karyst almost missed it, but there was a shooting star. Slow and faint, it could easily be missed, but Karyst knew the skies well. He followed the direction it was headed, and as his head and eyes moved downward, the comet seemed to speed up. His head moved down and down until his eyes were back within the city walls. More specifically, they were looking at O'Drawn, who was now resting on the chopping block. Their eyes met, and all things seemed to go quiet. Karyst watched from his peripheral vision as the 2 large winged executioners started lowering their axes ready to kill the one that had made them. Suddenly, Karyst heard one thing. Run! O'Drawn gave one final word before his last chilling breath went shooting towards Karyst. Given his time as a smith, O'Drawn knew which metals became brittle when chilled to extreme temperatures. The gauntlets that bound him were resistant to cold, but Karyst's weren't. Instantly, Karyst felt the early stages of frostbite on his arms and hands, as well as his left leg and tail, but he knew what needed to be done. With the last order given to him by his lifelong friend ringing in his head, he felt a surge of willpower and conviction. Biting through the pain, he rapidly brought his arms up and under towards his chest as his muscles strained against the now frozen steel gauntlets. They snapped. The guards surrounding him attempted to subdue him, but due to a mixture of factors, including a massive difference in size, the element of surprise, and 100,000 volts in the face, they were unable to do much. The audience got out of the way of the moving taser since they were not combatants, but that didn't stop them from reacting. Get into the crown! You coward, get back here! Karyst tried to shut them out as he went into full gallop through the city. At the gate, he saw his friend Brynjar standing at the guard post. She had no doubt been informed of the execution today. Move! Karyst exclaimed. Brynjar moved to stop him.
Are you leaving? During your own trial?
Karyst slowed down and met Brynjar face to face.
Do you even realize how dishonorable this is? What do you think awaits you in the afterlife? Odin does not accept cowards.
Karyst attempted to move further, but was halted once more.
No, I will not let you throw away your life.
I was given my final order. Do not make me hurt you. A moment passed before Karyst used the last of his respiratory energy to send Brynjar to the ground. I am sorry, old friend, but I must go. Karyst was several hundred feet out the gate when he heard the phrase that would stick with him even after he died.
You will never be given a seat at the feast in Valhalla!
From there, Karyst ran. Without a destination or an end goal in mind, he followed the branches of Yggdrasil in the sky, praying that he had not angered even the Valkyries.
Alrighty. Last time you guys were playing, you were in the cave where you had convinced demons that you were new recruits. You had talked them into giving you a tour, and they did. Went through a room where 2 demons were, went through a room where 3 more demons were, and then eventually you got to the end where a big guy said you were just lying and to kill you all. But a couple of things happened that changed the dynamics of that straight up kill you fight. Mavari, to my disdain, had basically charmed one of the demons to fight for you guys. And I'm happy for her using creativity. However, don't play with my toys. No, just kidding. He went down, but he went down actually really slowly. He was able to keep a couple of demons distracted for a while, and he, I believe, finished off one of them before one of the ones he was originally stationed with actually took him out, and then went up to fight you guys. And then the big guy, he actually started getting more aggressive because he saw that this was not an easy fight. This is not an easy win for him. So that's when he actually started attacking people. And the person he went for was the paladin, because she struck him and said, smite, smite. And he grabbed her up and said, no, no. So she was in this large pincher where he was hitting her pretty decently. I think he got a couple of hits off on you that were...
Oh yeah. Way more than a couple.
Well, Seltra had done some pretty nifty shit. He had basically shared his health with you, so that every time you got hit, he took half the damage. But you know, you're a kind person, so you rounded up and took the higher half. So at the same time, you guys were both kind of getting beat down. But if he hadn't have done that, if it hadn't have been halved damage, what is Laurel sitting at right now?
I'm actually sitting at a 51, but I feel like I got some healing from that. I swear it was a little bit lower than that.
I think we did patch ourselves up after the fight a little bit.
Yeah, because I was like, that seems a little too high. I think I actually was like sitting like down like in the 30s, but I know that Seltra was way worse, and if Seltra went down, then that would have been it.
Yeah, no bueno. He does a lot of damage, but this is also your bread and butter, so...
Exactly. I'm a tough girl. I'm a sturdy gal.
Yeah, and demons, you eat them for lunch. Seltra, what's your hit points sitting at? How are you doing?
Right now, I'm at 15 out of 53. when I walked away from that encounter, I had 3.
Oh, so that was actually really close and really good.
Yeah,
Yes.
no. That last hit that missed, I'm like, if that touched her, I would have went down.
That was it was good.
It didn't matter how much of a half it would have been, I would have went down.
Well, I mean, you still have Mavari, who has Spare the Dying, and she actually used an ability that she hadn't yet. It was ice wall. She created a dome and trapped the big guy along with 2 other demons in there, and took the time or turn of another one. So that was good. That was I believe that was right before Laurel actually turned, and they all ended up being turned and feared. And then somebody hit one of them. I'm not gonna say any names, but either way, weren't worth the damage. But then Cloud Kill also, that sucked. But
Yeah.
it still turned out really well, and you guys wound up on top against 5 demons and a big boss demon. You guys won the day.
Yay!
Everybody's conscious. Everybody's alive. This might be a first. I was very afraid, so that's fun.
You were afraid.
Just a little bit. I was like, oh
sweating.
god.
Oh, how far can we take this?
Exactly. I was sweating. I said, "Oh no, we're all gonna die here, and it's all our fault."
The closest we got is when Mavari spent an inspiration, because I don't remember who it was, but somebody I think critted on her, and she used an inspiration to dumb it down. Mavari, did you get hit at all?
Yeah, I
Oh.
did. He hit me, and then so he had 2 attacks. He had the bite and then the claw, and I think the claw had hit crit. So
Yeah, that
Yeah, it
claw was
did.
some damn good damage too. So it's a good thing. Let's see here. What was the claw? Oh wait, yeah, it was a greatsword then. So if we were to play around and say greatsword crit, then 24. It would have been 24 points of damage.
I would have been downed in 2 hits.
Well, actually, it was also, for some reason, way better damage than I rolled the whole fucking fight. Look at this shit. So it's 2d6, so it would have been 4d6, and then plus 4, but for some reason it came out 3, 6, 5, 6. So it's like, oh, we're hitting Mavari? Yeah, fuck her. In which, I agree. Anyway, you guys won. The fight is yours. You know a couple of things that I want you to talk about instead of me. However, a lot of things happened to Naskita in that last combat. She was stunned. Multiple rounds, she was upset. She wasn't feeling good. And then as this fight ends, you just see her start vomiting and defecating on herself. And then she passes straight out. And as Miranda was unable to make it because of a worker emergency, her character is carried to the cart, stinking. And then, I don't know, Celtric can Celtric can prestidigitate her to make her smell a little bit better. But I think she's going to do it again. Probably multiple times. It's terrible. And when she hears this later, Miranda, I'm smiling right now. So anyway, okay. So we are back in there. Naskita got carried to the cart. You're all back. Took half a second. It was weird. What would you like to do?
Boy, I hope Kita's all right. Like, just how fast she evacuated her bowels. That was. I mean,
Fell to the ground, twitching and shitting herself.
but no, for real. We need to start freeing people. There were more people. Deeper in the caves. So we need to go. We need to free them. Make sure that they are fine, and hope that we don't run into anything worse.
That would be nice.
All right.
First. And Seltra's gonna walk over. Wait, no, he doesn't know it's there. Never mind.
What are you talking about?
The pile of stuff, but Seltra doesn't know it's there.
Oh. So there's a pile of stuff around the corner. I'm pretty sure you'd be very interested in that.
Yeah, there was loot.
Like a lot of loot. I'm pretty sure that you'd be very interested in it. It's around the corner. You just go the opposite way I'm going.
Okay. And Felcher will go over to the pile of stuff, be like, make sure that nobody's gonna be like a secret demon. Cause I'm not gonna be able to see anything for like a hot minute. And I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic.
I'll
All right.
give him a thumbs up. Did somebody get Karyst? He can't see.
Yeah.
How long does that shape last, though?
10
Dragon?
minutes.
Which one?
The starry wild shapes last 10 minutes instead of normal hours.
You still have that flashlight.
I do?
No, he dropped that on the ground.
Oh, right.
back.
Yeah, you did do that, didn't you?
He put that right on the trap.
Did I tell you guys to stop dropping my stuff?
Well, he
Don't
did that
give
to
anything.
protect the civilians.
Don't give
Yeah.
anything. Don't give anything mechanical to Karyst. Gravity will meet its. Gravity.
This
will
is
meet
a really useful
ground.
tool you can use to shoot people. Ah! Throw it away.
Ew, technology.
Ooh, radio shack.
I take it, Mavari, are you going to go grab Karyst?
Sure.
All right. Okay.
So once again, Mavari is walking through here with somebody arm in arm with her. I think Mavari is.
We can't touch Karyst without getting a little bit of
Nope, you can't.
Fuck.
I forgot about that.
I'm gonna go get his flashlight. I go and retrieve his flashlight for him. I am not.
All right. Darren will tell you how long that shit lasts. I don't know.
It can turn on and off. But it only goes 5 feet in front of you.
My natural brightness is wider than
That was better than that.
I can't make what's it called? I can't make a bunch of stuff. I can't cast the light spell, otherwise it would just be that.
Yeah.
And I'm also in the middle of ritual casting detect magic, so I can't cast what's it called? Dancing lights. So you're just gonna be blind until I'm done.
Yeah,
It's also only for 10 minutes.
in what does that mean? Oh yeah. So like right now in Karyst's current position, he can barely not see Razmi.
Oh.
She is 25 feet. She's like 26 feet away from him.
Oh.
Is it bright light for 5 feet and then dim for after that, or is it just dim 5 feet?
It's bright for 10, dim for 20, or bright
Oh,
for
I mean
10,
for
dim for
Darren.
additional 10.
Oh, for the flashlight? Hold on,
Yeah.
let me see.
Well, because it's only lasts for 10 minutes. So
Okay. It just says 5 foot radius. It doesn't say bright light 5 foot radius and okay, yeah, that's bright for 5 feet, dim for 5 feet.
all right. And a goozer. Alrighty then.
But yeah, no, I'm going to ritual cast detect magic on this pile of stuff.
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Sometimes.
I don't even remember what movie that's from, but I just love it.
Samuel Jackson.
Is it?
It was Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. but
Yeah.
it's fiction.
Oh. Man, I love that. I should watch that.
Say what again? Say what? One more guy.
What? Anyways, all right. So I'm gonna go over this real quick with Darren because he's gonna have to write all this shit down, and then we're gonna hop over to you, Brittany.
Gotcha.
Or Lorel. Okay. So Celtra finds some shit. Celtra finds. I'm gonna rattle through this, and then I'll link it to you.
All right, hold on. Let it load. All right, we good. Let's go.
Alrighty then. So, Celtra finds 120 platinum, 2,000 gold, 4,000 silver, 500 copper. Let's see here. 3 onyx gems, 1 quartz, 3 sardonyx. Some shit I can't say. I believe it's sardonyx, but I don't know. 1 bloodstone, 1 citrine, 2. Oh fuck. Chrysoprase?
Surprise.
Sure. Sounds like a word. 2 star rose quartz and a Chalcedony. Oh, yeah, that sounds right. Chalcedony. Also, Celtra finds some cast-off armor, which, we're just going to pretend that he does detect magic. Oh, wait, no, you already did that. Oh, identify.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, go ahead.
So you're going to be over here for a while. So he also does some identify while he's at it. So cast-off armor is... you can doff this armor as an action. Well, I guess if you're at a frat party, that's pretty
Yeah,
useful.
I was about to say bardic combat.
Yeah. Another thing you find is a Horn of Silent alarm. This horn has 4 charges. When you use it as an action to blow, one creature of your choice can hear the horn's blare, provided the creature is within 600 feet of the horn and not deafened. No other creature hears the sound coming from the horn. The horn regains 1d4 charge daily at dawn. So 4 times a day, one person can hear your horn up to 600 fucking feet away. That's pretty crazy. Another thing you find is what's called the Staff of Adornment, which it sounds like Mavari is the staff lady. But a staff of adornment, if you place an object weighing no more than 1 pound above the tip of the staff while holding it, the object floats an inch from the staff's tip and remains there until it is removed or until the staff is no longer in your possession. The staff can have up to 3 such objects floating over the tip at any given time. While holding the staff, you can make 1 or more objects slowly spin in place. So you get to make stuff float above the staff. How cool is that?
Gonna figure
That's
out a
how-
way to break it.
Huh?
So it's gonna figure out a way to break it. We couldn't hear you, honey. We don't know what your reaction was.
I was just laughing. That was it.
This is very anticlimactic, but it's fine. The
say
horn is
that.
cool.
You say that until I like things like this because then that just means that we can figure out how to use it in a very creative way.
I don't. This is randomly rolled. I wouldn't have fucking done this on purpose.
Use it.
So
Figure it out.
it's good flavor, and you can do that to maybe give yourself like an inspiration if you're trying to intimidate somebody or show off or something like that. But other than that, alright. But while he does all the writing there, we're gonna move on to Laurel, who has moved up to this this doorway, this cage door, where she can see 2 people currently. You just see a young man with like a chili bowl haircut standing there, and he looks afraid. And then behind him is an older guy who's a bit burly, and he's kind of like getting up, and you can see him rolling his shoulders like he thinks he might do something if you're a bad guy. But that's what you see, and you can hear other people in there. Like you can hear the sounds of a woman and maybe an older man, but you don't see them.
Hello. We are here to rescue you. How many captives are in there with you, gentlemen?
You can see the younger man. He's kind of looking around, maybe not right at you, just kind of in your direction. I don't.
Yes.
There's demons out there. We can't see. Help us.
Oh, I guess it is dark in here. I can see you, but you can't see me. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if do I have anything that could shed any light that isn't going to burn. Like
Throw a torch at him.
You could point them towards the very large glowing lizard shape in the distance.
Are you behind me? There's like a barrier between us. You have to like come to me.
Call him over.
Karyst, where's that flashlight?
Karyst will look at it, realizes that he's glowing, and he will throw it vaguely in the general direction that he hears the voice.
Oh shit.
There's no way for him to.
I just hear like a clacking in the back.
Yeah, Laurel like right over here on this wall behind her because there's like an S in order to get to where Laurel is.
Yeah.
She just hears something hit the wall.
It's It's this moment Mavari watches him before she can stop him. He's already checked in. She's like, "Oh my god."
Okay,
Yeah, that's fine.
hold on just a moment, and like I just go and I go to like find the flashlight.
They got big.
I pick it up
All right.
and
you
I
have
wait.
the flashlight.
Yes, I wave it to let them know like let Karyst know like where I am. I'm pretty sure I can see the glowing lizard, and I'm like, Karyst, please come this way. We're all down here. Mavari, are you there? You're over there. Can you guide him?
Oh,
I mean,
if
I
Karyst can see
can.
the wiggling light, he's gonna head over.
Okay. All right.
So,
Come on, guys. We can do this.
just out of curiosity, I just want to check in with Seltra real quick. While you're ritual casting this, is it hard to focus with the Three Stooges behind you?
So Seltra, hearing all of this,
You can be honest.
Seltra gets kind of tunnel vision when he's doing stuff, so he doesn't notice any of this. It's probably the easiest to kill Seltra when he's working on stuff because he's not paying attention.
Well, don't tell him that.
Yes. All right.
Excellent.
So you guys find your way down there with the flashlight.
Okay, all right. And then I go back and I shine the flashlight so they can see. And I'm like, please come towards the light.
As you do, because you are, as we said several times, the most human-looking one, and it is dark in here, so they don't actually know that you're not human. But you can clearly see that they are. You see a few people show themselves. There's an older gentleman that goes in front of you, and he actually comes almost straight up to the bars itself. And then there's a younger girl that she comes up to the bars also, and she's got on like a red dress, but she's very dirty. You can see she was probably dragged out of bed or something like that. Behind them, you can see the younger man is kind of walking up, and he's happy to be able to actually see you. And, you know, he's got like the blonde hair in his face, and he's moving it out. And he's like, hello. I didn't mean to be rude or anything. We're hungry. We've been down here. We've been hearing people scream for days. Who are you? Thank you.
I am Laurel Lightwalker, and me and my companions have come down here to save you. From what we understand right now, the cave up until this point is clear. But I just need to double check and just make sure of something. Anybody who is in there, is it just you four? I try to shine the flashlight. Is there anyone else in there?
No. You see the girl's kind of scared and standing behind the big burly guy. He says,
It's all.
We were over there with other people, but they brought us in here separate. They've been feeding us better. That's good, but they haven't fed us in a day or so, and we can hear people screaming nearby.
All right. Okay. Just give me. This will only take a second. If everybody could please just come out where I can see them clearly, and then my eyes are going to glow, and I'm going to cast a divine sense.
There we go. Okay. So you cast Divine Sense, and nobody gives off a vibe of Fiend or Celestial or anything like that.
All right.
What's the
Excellent.
range on it?
It is 60 feet.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Excellent.
But you do sense a Fiend nearby.
Oh.
To your left, as you're standing there facing this doorway, you kind of get this eerie feeling of demonic presence nearby. And you kind of turn your head to the left and look over your shoulder, and you realize that there was another door that you kind of forgot about or haven't been to yet.
I didn't forget about it. I just wanted to get these people out before we continued forward, because God knows what's down here. We have a name drop that's been bugging me for the past 3 sessions. I've been terrified. Okay.
Great evil
Keys.
waits for you behind that door.
No, don't do that. Keys. We need keys. Wait. How did you... Karyst, Bavari. What the... How did you get these people out beforehand?
Seltzer opened the door.
Oh, he opened the door?
Yes.
I would like to attempt.
Okay, alright. I'll step aside and allow Karyst to do his thing.
Okay, so I would like to try to lock back the door by smashing my hammer into it.
Which brings us to the first thing. They scream and run.
Wait, no, hold... Oh, damn it, I forgot.
Minus the young kid with the chili bowl cut. He just stands there, his mouth open, as this shining, bright dragon creature walks up and has this huge hammer. And he's just looking at it and he goes, "Oh,
I forgot.
you must be one of the Olympians.
Oh.
Are you a demigod?"
Have we heard it be called
But I don't
Olympians
know.
yet?
No, we
so.
have not.
Yeah, I've never heard that word before.
No, I don't
So,
think we've ever heard that word before.
If that is what you see, then that is what I am. I am an Olympian! And I smash again.
Oh no.
Well, all right then. It's actually not hard to hit. But we'll
Hit
just
the
say,
door!
yeah, the door dodges you 4 times. It's time to
That
give up.
means
Which,
turn
you know what?
into
I
mimic.
forgot to put this in my recap, but I think it's worth saying. Karyst is the one who actually killed the big bad demon. He got the last hit on it. He didn't do the most damage, no. But I want it mentioned that the caster walked up with a hammer and killed him. It's a bit funny.
High five.
So I will say it takes a few tries, but you beat this door down with your big ass like smithing hammer that gives off fire and electricity with each hit. And this kid is just mouth wide, eyes wide, just watching like he's watching some great divine legendary creature. And he's just like, wow.
Yeah,
So after
don't-
a few
don't-
hits, the door smashes inward, and it is off its hinges. Good job, sir.
Oh, it's off its hinges entirely. Okay. I mean,
Off
sure,
dragon, dude.
that's not gonna smash this.
All right. Excellent. Thank you, Karyst. He's fine. I promise he's friendly, I say as he's glowing.
Everybody doesn't believe you, but the kid is all about it. He like
Lazy
runs
hammer.
up to
It's also,
Karyst.
it's also worthy to note, I don't have a mouth. These words are just kind of emanating from my body.
Oh god, okay.
All right.
It's all right. He's good. He's with me. Let's all get you out of here. Mavari,
Yes.
would you be willing to help escort these fine people to the surface? I'm staring.
Fine.
Labori the hero.
She comes around the corner, and they probably can't see her yet.
Not behind the bright light, probably, no. But the little kid does run up to Karyst, and he says, What's your name? I've never been in the presence of a demigod before."
My name is Karyst, former smith of the High King,
Uh-huh.
champion of Karyst.
Wow, I don't know what any of that means.
These aren't big words.
I don't.
I'm big and strong. I'm 14.
I feel
Then
like you've
go.
never met a 14-year-old in your life.
It's been a while. I avoid them like the plague.
It's probably for the best.
Yes.
Then my little 14. Go. Bring honor to your family. And beware the curse of the
What?
demons of Apollo.
What do you mean?
Karyst, don't frighten the boy now.
What curse?
There is no curse? I
What?
say, not even sure of what I'm saying.
The demons come here from powers beyond. Beware them, and you will live a long life.
Wait, did Apollo bring them here?
We don't know that. Specifically.
Kind of looks at you and then looks back at this huge towering creature that he thinks is a demigod. Did he?
We do not know for certain. All we know is we have been fighting them and Apollo.
But you're saving us.
We are.
So, you see that, Becca? I'm trying to crack my voice. There you go. He says, but so if you're fighting Apollo and the demons, does that mean Apollo is against us?
We don't know that.
I fear I may have burdened you with too much.
But I know I've known people who worship him. Are they wrong?
No. They were deceived. But I come to you at a moment of truth. I gain nothing from turning people from Apollo.
I'm like looking back and forth between Karyst and this child. Am I sensing some the foundations of maybe some trauma, a little bit of existentialism? I'm just curious.
I would like to know a little bit about Karyst.
Prius, the one who forged the stars, the guardian of the sky.
Zeus?
Who is Zeus?
The king of the gods. He's over all of them. You know, Zeus.
Oh, tell me more about this Zeus.
Oh shit! From the mind of a 14-year-old, this ought to be good. He throws lightning. He hurls it at people to kill them, and he sits on a throne, over a mountain, up in the clouds, and rules with his siblings. And
From the clouds, you say?
Uh-huh.
Tell me, little one, who deserves the greater respect? The one that built the table, or the one that built the house that the table rests under?
Huh?
Karyst, I think this might be a little beyond him.
I don't have a table at my house.
What?
Karyst,
don't-
I think
I don't
this
have a
might be a little
table.
beyond him.
My house was destroyed by the demons. That's how my family fled this way. We're on our way to Delphi.
He doesn't get the metaphor.
Karyst and Steven are both struggling right now.
It's just, I can just see it now. Just staring like, whoa.
The expressionless face is somehow even more expressionless.
They're like, okay, I'm going to just slide my way in between, like in front of cars, just a little. Okay.
And your hair stands up as well.
If everyone could follow my friend Mavari, who is with us, and totally friendly, and willing to take you to the surface, I say, staring at Mavari. Pretty please.
The kid smiles up at Karyst one more time before looking at you, looking at Mavari, and looking at you. She looks like the creature that is talked about in horror stories. That's weird.
I just facepalm. Mavari?
Are you an evil creature?
Oh god, I'll take them to the surface. Please, I'll take them.
Before
there
you go,
is-
number 4. Before you go, 14. Because that's what I think his name is.
Oh.
And I'm gonna use my lightning breath at a wall. Just like
the demigod of Krius,
champion of Krius.
champion of Krius. After I clean myself, I'm gonna tell people about you. I had to go to the bathroom, but I don't need more.
All right. Okay. Karyst and
Oh.
Mavari, please. Please, please, please. Something is beyond that gate. Do not go past it and keep very close watch. I will make this as quick as possible. Okay? A
I
nod,
have nothing else to
confirmation,
do in this
please.
area.
Mavari's kind of peeved that you were speaking to her as if she was a child. So she just kind of glares at you slightly and
What?
walks away.
What did I...
The opposite the direction you're going, because she's gonna go
Well, I'm
you know,
going that
tear
way.
open bodies.
So I'm going that way.
Mhm.
So we're awkwardly just walking in that direction before I walk past you.
No,
Okay,
her back
excellent.
is totally. She walks faster than you. She is in front of you and gone.
Okay, alrighty. Cool. I take these poor people to the surface, to the sunlight.
Alright. Mavari, when you get over there, you do see Razmi kind of knelt down with her dagger that she keeps on her. And she has a satchel that as you approach, she kind of closes it up and kind of puts it behind her so you can't see what's in it. But it does look like she's cutting out the teeth of one of the demons.
Cool. Has she started cutting open Tobias yet?
Nope. Leaving that for the players.
Anyways,
Cool.
Alright,
I
and
will
Laurel
stop.
takes the people to the world above.
Yay.
And then makes it back down.
On his very atoms.
All right. Okay.
Oh. Did any of the demons have anything on them?
Well, you do actually, as you start going over Tobias, you do find a set of keys.
Mhm.
But other than that, he doesn't really have anything on him. They have these great swords on them that look like rock that was formed and shaped, or just, they're not very sharp, but they're swung really hard. But
Got
other
it.
than that, they just kind of use their bodies as armor, and that's it.
Their music as a weapon.
But you did see that one of the demons, was looting the town. So they're looting, you just don't know what they're doing with it
Right.
yet. Which
Okay.
kind of is like, well, why does this guy have a pile? Maybe he was keeping it for himself, and this is a rebel group of demons.
Well, they're dead now.
Alright, so Laurel, you take the people out to bring them back. Mavari starts doing whatever she's gonna do. Sautra, we'll say after all that you're finishing up with your casting of the Staff of Adornment, looking at it and being super impressed with what it does. And Karyst,
Alrighty.
I don't know what you're doing.
I leave my thumbs, swinging my hammer. I got nothing else to do.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
After piling that stuff in there, Celtics gonna go check on this last fence, gate, door.
So as you look in there, with your dark vision, you do see a sight to behold.
Dark vision.
Is it a beholder?
I know.
No, I really want to, but I'm not gonna bring
Delta
that up.
dies immediately.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna bring that up to you.
Right.
I'm ready to kill you guys. What are you talking about?
But you said it was a sight to behold, so.
A sight to beholder.
So as you look in there,
Anyways.
you see a creature that you've seen before. The one who was eating people. Except for right now, it looks like he is eating. But he's taking his time, casually eating a person that's laying on the floor. This person looks like they are wearing armor. They have like auburn hair, very pale skin, and they look unmoving and mostly dead. You see it twitch every now and then, but you're not for sure if it's because he's eating them and he's hitting nerves or if because they're actually still alive. But he does look very enticed with what he's doing and not paying attention to you. But you see this. What do you do?
Ash. I guess I could just give it a shot. Seltra's gonna hit it with the chain. He's gonna like fling the chain out and hit it, hit the demon.
I'm gonna give it a massive AC bonus because you're trying to hit it through the bars.
I mean, that's fine. Seltra's just gonna try and get it to stop.
Alrighty. Before you do this, I want you to remember a similar situation where you tried to get it to stop before and it just did not work. So with that in mind, do you want to continue?
I'm trying to see if I have. You know what? I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna shoot it in the eyes with the freaking gem of brightness.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Alright. What was it? A Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Where's your saves? Yeah, you all have that. Alright. Let's give it a go. This is not a good save for him. Actually, none of them are. He's dexterous, though. Alright. Oh, but of course that happened. That's a natural 19.
Yes. All right. Well, that sucks. That's really the best thing I have, other than trying to swing at it. I can open the gate.
Yeah, see, a dex save, not even above 10. It's just Constitution for some reason. So that's the winning thing right now.
I guess. Seltra will. Hey, Karyst, come over here.
Wait, this is after he cast the spell?
Yeah.
Yes, after I shot the light.
Now, is that directed or is that around you?
It's directed. It shoots a line or a cone.
That could have been funny. All right.
So this demon was also unfazed by Karyst shooting lightning in front of the gate?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not penetrating.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast dancing lights so that Karyst can see.
All right.
Well,
So
I can actually see him because my own light is within the range.
that's gone. 10 minutes passed a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Blinds.
Yeah, no, I will cast dancing light so that Karyst can see.
All right. Do you want to just do one so that I don't have to do this 4 times?
I mean, you could just do one, but I'm putting it in the room.
Ah, fit. Can I make you smaller? No, I'm just making another one. Okay, let's do that. That looks almost normal.
And I'm gonna try and unlock the door. Buddy, cop this up with. Wait a minute. Mavari, I need some help.
Did I hear that noise?
I mean, I'm yelling for you because I just Seltra is trying to get the door open, but he just realized as he's trying to get the door open that he may not have the HP to deal with it.
Oh, Mavari comes down and she's got the keys in her hand and jingles.
As you do cast Dancing Lights, while he doesn't look up, he does start eating more rapidly. Like
a dog that was just caught eating out of the garbage.
Yeah, like now he's trying to finish his meal. And you can actually see, now that you're looking directly at him, and Mavari is there, and Karyst is there, all y'all are there looking at this, you can actually see that he's not trying to eat from the flesh out, like taking it by its arm, trying to eat the whole arm. He's actually, looks like he's digging through the head and the face, trying to suck the innards inward. Like, he's basically just staying on the top of the head and like the forehead area and kind of sucking everything out through there. If anybody is listening to this before bed, I'm sorry.
I open the door with the keys.
All right, everybody, roll initiative, please.
There it is. There, that's all your luck.
Oh.
There it is, right there. On a roll that I didn't want to have that great luck.
Darren, I didn't know you knew the secret. Saying Jesus while rolling initiative is how you get advantage. What? I'm just kidding.
Oh, I rolled really well. Holy shit.
Oh, I almost feel bad. All right.
I never roll well. I was excited.
Well, no, I said I felt bad because this is like not really like a oh my god your life is on the line fight. Although I could throw a few more in there if you want to make it worth it.
Not really.
Yeah, right. Seltra, initiative. What did you get?
24.
Golly, Laurel.
16. Oh, sorry, 15. 15.
15. Karyst.
16.
16. Mavari.
18.
18. What? Damn, girl.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, nice. And then we're just gonna leave Razmi at the bottom for now, unless you want to do something with her. All right. Sort that shit. Somehow, Seltra goes first. I don't know how. It's such a roll niche.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do, sir?
Did Mavari unlock the door?
She did. The
Okay,
door is open. Well, we'll say she unlocked it, and you can just reaction push it open.
Yeah, Seltra's gonna push it open and then like start beating this guy into submission. This will all go away once you pass inspection. Alright, the first one was a 13, the second one was a 27.
A 27 does hit. A 13 does not. Even though he's naked and busy.
And afraid.
That was a weird statement that I've said out loud.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, huh. What an odd thing to
Dragon.
say.
And busy, you say. 7 force damage, 4 radiant damage, so 11 damage, and I know he's immune to poison. So.
Yeah.
Is he immune to poison?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Only-
unless this one's different than the other ones we fought.
He's the only thing he's immune to is poison. Well, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. So
I
that's
will use my bonus action to try and telekinetically shove him away from the brain that he's sucking out.
okay. That's a strength saving throw.
Word.
All right, that is a 14.
That's actually a failure. I want to put him over here. The DC's 15.
Oh, all right. Is he? Yeah. Where do you want to put him?
Right here.
Alrighty, just 5
Away
feet.
from the bottom. Yeah, 5 feet.
Okay, so he
And
goes
then I
over
will
there.
step here.
Oh. Okay. Now he looks up at you. Mabori, it is your turn. You see what's going on. What do you want to do?
Seltra's still hurt
Oh yeah.
from the last fight.
Yes. And he just got between a demon and its meal.
I'm gonna move. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna move right over here by the other body. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
onto Seltra. I don't remember what my rolls are.
What level are you casting it at? Level 8?
No, level 2.
8d8 plus like 6? That's crazy. What?
17 points of healing.
Oh, thank you.
level
That's actually awesome, yeah.
Yeah, it's really
It was
good.
almost max.
I can't believe it's not.
Mm-mm.
Alrighty then.
I'm also gonna move back, like, towards the door, but I'm not
Alright.
gonna, like, block it.
Yeah, you don't know what's up. It's a good idea. After that, it is Karyst' turn. Karyst, what you gonna do? Who has the light? I'm trying to remember. Sorry.
I cast dancing lights in here. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Thank you. Karyst does not have a lot of options at this point. Breath weapon. Let's go with a breath weapon.
Yours is a
Um,
line or a cone?
It is a line.
Oh,
And he has to make a dex saving throw.
all right. Do. Dexterity saving throw. Ooh, shit. I will quit talking shit from now on. That is an 11.
Oh, that's the first time someone's failed. It's a DC 13.
Also, I'll never quit talking shit. I'm just kidding.
Okay. 1, 2d10. That is a total of 16 lightning damage.
16. All right. You release this lightning, and it goes all across his body, and it burns him a little bit. But Seltra, as you're standing there, and he's looking up at you, now between him and his food, you can see that it didn't really hurt him as much as it probably should have.
Gank, bitch. Anyway, go ahead.
And he leans back as he goes to leap at you. And he's gonna try to bite down at you as he jumps up at you. Oh, that is a 26 to hit.
Oof, not even shield will save me.
Alrighty. So with that, let's go through the damage first. You'll take 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And Your charisma is reduced by 3.
Okay.
Just as a reminder, this reduction lasts until you finish a short or long rest, so it's not permanent or anything. Well, unless you die, we'll get there later. So, as he bites down on you, he's gonna try to, like, grab you with his claws as he digs them into you. But he doesn't, because that is a 12 to hit.
Yeah, that don't hit me.
So luckily, we do not repeat history, if you remember.
Prestory.
Alright, so after that, he just kind of falls down without being able to gain purchase on you and just keeps looking up at you, hungry. You see blood dripping out of his mouth. As
Yeah, I
he's
ain't for
just...
sale, Chief. Yeah, that was a weird noise. I don't like it.
Laurel, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Alrighty, seeing that stuff is happening, going to rush forward. That's, well, like I said, 20. That's 30. Do I have any? Hold on. The answer is no. Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna use my full movement to get there. To help out Seltra. And that will be my turn for now.
Alright. Well, you still get to use a reaction wave, so that was super worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We are back at the top. Seltra. What do you want to do?
I shall retaliate in kind. Pieces.
Natural 20.
That's the 23.
Uh-huh.
And that's an 11. Alright.
Both of those do hit.
11?
No, wait. No, I'm sorry. I lied.
I was like, oh.
For some reason, I looked at it and saw 17, because Todd don't know how to weed. So the 23 hit. The 11 does not.
Alright, so that's 12 damage total.
Oh,
It's up there slashing down at him again.
already. He is starting to look pretty hurt.
Talk shit, get hit. Oh god, I'm not feeling so good.
Oh, alright. It's a good thing she healed you. Mavari,
That hurt.
speaking of healing,
Mm-hmm.
sup?
I'm just going to attack it. I just healed Seltra. He's fine.
Yes.
I mean, I'm okay.
I'm
Did
going to
you-
cast a Sacred Flame onto it
Ooh.
to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Alrighty. That's a total of a 20.
Yeah, he passes.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to remind me. I believe I've asked you this 14 times. Is it half damage or no?
It's no damage.
Okay. Eventually, I will stop asking.
And I will stop trying to cast it on dexterous creatures.
Sorry. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, there's nothing else I can do. I don't have, what's it called? Bonus actions.
Karyst, you look ahead. You see these dancing lights surrounding this corpse. You see this demon off to the side of it. Seltra in between the body and the demon. And you see Laurel ran up to it. You see they're all fighting. It's trying to kill Seltra to get back to what it was doing. I'm thinking fireball. What about you?
Karyst is going to run up and cast Fireball by smacking in the face with his hammer.
Nice.
I think we saw
Nice.
that differently, but all right.
Nice.
I don't have access to Fireball.
Bring it on.
Does a 13 hit?
Oh, thank God. No, I was afraid that because I talk shit, you were going to roll a natural 20.
Alright, let's see. Bonus action. Do I still have a spell slot for that? Bonus action. Healing word on Seltra.
Oh, nice.
5 healing.
Yeah. Any little bit help, because your boy made a dumb decision.
I wasn't going to say it.
Which?
Your boy made a dumb decision.
Not gonna lie, when you were like, "Oh, I'm hurt. I'm gonna get it between it and his food," I was like, "Oh, Darren, why?" All right, Karis, is there anything else you would like to do?
Righteous
No.
indignation.
Yeah, that is action, bonus action, and movement. That is actually a full turn.
You want to run away?
No,
All right. Just thought I'd ask.
it's character development, Todd.
So after that, you see again this creature kind of lean back against its hind feet and then try to bounce off the balls of its feet as it goes for the throat with this bite. That is an 8 to hit, so that is a shitty bite. And then tries to dig into Seltra once again to get him out of the way. And that is a 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
Alrighty, so its turn is useless as it tries to bite, tries to claw, but it is surrounded by a paladin, an artificer, and a demigod. Alright.
Demetrius. That's his
There you
name.
go, like that.
Let's see here. Laurel, what would you like to do?
I am going to swish, stab. Well, let's swish stab. I only get 2 attacks, unfortunately. Okay, alrighty. Let's do it to it. 25.
Yeah, that's it. It's a super hit.
Add the radiant damage at 17 damage on the first hit.
Fuck, dude. That's a lot. Alright. Jeez. It is what we call bloody.
Excellent. Oh, that's a natural one. That's an 8.
Unfortunately, that one does not hit.
No. It's alright, cool. That was a good first hit, though. Oh, and I will just like as a free action, I'm going to ask what happened.
I'll answer on my turn.
Okay.
So, after that, Seltra, it's your turn.
I saw this thing eating a person, and I stopped and I rushed in. I wasn't thinking. But we're good, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my last second level spell to cast. Where are you at? Oh, that's a first level. That was the first level spell slot I just took off. Second level spell to cast Branding Smite, and then I'm gonna take 2 swings at it.
And artificers just get all the spells, don't they?
Not really. I do not get a whole bunch of spells. There's a 26 and a 22.
A 26 and a 22, they both hit.
Alright. 1d5 plus, I think that's 3d6? 2d6, blah, 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 blah. Okay, he's not invisible, so that last part doesn't matter. Alright, so 24 for the first hit,
Whoa.
and then 10 for the second hit.
Yeah.
He is very hurt. After the paladin and the damage-dealing artificer, he is cut up really bad. And you can see some of these mesh of organs kind of hang out of his skin where it looks a little bit like a humanoid organ. Also formed into like a jello type situation where it seems to transform as you're looking at it. It's like they were just sewn together and there's no scar tissue or anything. A little strange. But
Pretty
after that, Mavari, would you like to flame a sacredness?
No. Heck.
Might as well. Fuck it.
I'm gonna do something a little different.
Do something a little crazy.
He's focused on Seltra, isn't he?
Yes, he seems very determined to get Seltra out of the way.
Alright, I'm gonna move to the other side of Seltra. And I'm going to cast a Word of Radiance. He has to make a Constitution saving throw.
You son of a bitch. Alrighty. It's an 18.
Back!
Dude, I'm not even playing. Like, whatever it is, Constitution, just don't do it.
That That's it. That's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. No half damage or effects or anything?
No, it's a cantrip.
Sorry. Karyst, what would you like to do as you see Mavari run over there, give off some light, and then go, damn it.
Karyst is going to Talisman. Now Karyst is going to do the thing that he does as his caster he did with the hammer.
Is that a thing you really just do? Like, I didn't know that's what you're known for.
Well, that's what I'm known for after I use up all my spell slots. 11.
Hit?
Not hit.
Unfortunately, an 11 will not hit.
Alright, and then bonus action, another healing word, this time at 2nd level.
Ooh.
That's
You want to throw that at Mavari?
Want to throw out the one that's... No. 10 healing for Teltra.
Yay!
Yay!
Nice. Alrighty. Are we ready?
One
Yes.
man, one desire. All right, let's go.
Deep in the dungeon, it jumps at Celtra. Sir, that is a 18 to hit.
18 is right on, but shield. And that
It
is my
is-
last spell slot of the day.
So you hesitate a little bit, but you see his teeth come bearing down at you, and you throw up shield, and he hits it, and he just looks really dejected and sad as he slides down it. Like... So then he tries to grab at your leg with them claws. But with that 12 to hit, that ain't gonna do it.
Might I
Wow.
Sentinel?
Yes, you can sentinel.
Yay!
Go ahead, sentinel away.
Woo! Oh, that's an 11.
With all these damn 11.
I don't know. It's okay, it's okay.
Uh-huh. So unfortunately, but good news, you get another try.
Yeah.
Laurel, it's your turn.
I get 2 more tries.
Add them
Whatever.
together and make it a really big hit.
Come on, baby. Oh, God, really? That's a 9?
Just gonna eat my banana and watch.
Hold on. I can save this. I can do this. Natural
Oh,
20.
Shit. That's how you save it.
Indeed. I was hoping. I said, come on, baby. Give me a natural 20. Okay, cool. So then that is...
I almost choked on my banana, jeez.
Oh,
Stop it. Okay, so that's... 8 plus... I won't add a smite because I only have 2 more slots, and I feel like those are best saved until we are 100% certain. Okay, so then that is 28.
Wow. 28 points of damage?
Yes.
This little guy had 6 hit points.
Oh, well.
eat
So
it
as-
and die.
No kill like overkill.
As you hit him, and then, like, kill his next life also, how does this look as Laurel just finishes off this creature in such a brutal way?
Laurel is actually a little annoyed right now. And it kind of comes through in her attack, and she just raises her sword like as high as she can, and a bit of her werewolf starts to peek through. Like her fangs grow a little, like her teeth grow a little sharp, and she just comes down on it and just bisects it straight down the middle.
And that is how you kill the creature.
Our poor Kate.
We are out of initiative. You have killed this thing in front of you. It is in 2 pieces.
It has been cleft in twain.
Saltra, what on earth?
Well, we're killing somebody.
I
think.
appreciate that, but did you come in here alone?
No, I called Karyst.
I look at Karyst, who I politely ask not to go through this
Why
gate.
do I feel guilty right now?
I politely ask not to go through this gate.
I asked Karyst and Mavari to back me up before I walk through the door.
You requested assistance.
It was only one of them. There's
Oh, look-
3 of us.
Look around the cave, because like the rest is kind of like blocked off. Is there anything else?
As you look around and you get to see the rest of this cave, you realize that there are other things in here.
Oh,
As you finished off that one, you see towards the end of the cave that there is something else going on. There's another room at the back of it. There is some spiders hanging around. You don't know what the fuck they're doing. But other than that, there's nothing else in here. This entire cave is cleared.
Well,
Calm
yeah,
and
but what
mature.
if, but like, what if there wasn't?
well, I wasn't thinking about that. I know that's not an excuse, but that is what was happening.
All right. Well, next time, please.
Well, what if I waited for you to show up? Then what happened? Then he would have. Well, I looked down. Is the guy still twitching, or was that definitely nerve chewing?
That was definitely nerve chewing as you're now looking down there, and you can see that he has no brains left, and it looks like there's some sinew and kind of nerve clusters up the skull that looks like it's been cracked open to be like a little drinking cup, and you can see that there's some organs that don't belong in the headspace.
Fascinating.
Well, it was possible that he might have been alive.
I trust you people. I really do. I just worry. That's all. So can we please act with a little more caution next time?
Again, Mavari has given Laurel the dirtiest look.
Okay, all right, fine. What is it? What is it, Mavari? What is it?
The last time I asked for caution, I got a bunch of backlash, and now here you are, like, we should be cautious. There was 3 of us and 1 of them.
You weren't 100% certain. We are down in enemy territory. You were saying caution for, like, just trusting anybody.
What the?
Was I not? What? Am I not thinking about the correct conversation?
Just gonna
You
walk
will.
the other direction.
Oh, I see.
I just appreciate it if you didn't talk to us like we were children.
I'm not talking to you like you're a child. I was talking to the child like he was a child, the 14-year-old that Karyst was probably giving some sort of existential break. Forgive me if I sounded condescending. I didn't mean
touch
for that to
anything
happen.
until I have returned. Yes, mother.
Well, I mean, like, I asked, and this was the result. I was terrified. You don't come down from a fight like that, and, like, I gesture, like, back deeper into the cave where the giant crab man, like, crab claw demon was. We have no idea what else was here. The name Moreji was said. That thing could have been down there.
I mean, that's true, but I saw that. I saw that it was the only one in here.
All right. Fine. I trust you people. I sincerely do. I just don't want any more losses, okay?
I get it. I was just saying. I didn't want it to die, or well, I wanted to try and help, but he was
No.
already dead.
No.
Plus-
Your actions and your heart were in the right place. They were.
But maybe we should figure out like what this thing's all about.
Yes, we should. Mavari, I saw that you were studying them. Did you glean anything?
Other than they steal the appearance of others? Through, I'm guessing, as she motions to all the organs being sucked through the head. Those aren't supposed to be there. I don't know if you know what the inside of a head looks like, but that's not normal.
I do. And you.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's why I haven't looked at it.
I haven't seen it look like that before. You know, all the organs mashed into the skull. Okay. Well, the cave is clear. All right, Seltzer, did you find anything in the useful in the treasure pile?
I found a couple of things, but I mean, mostly it was just the money. I found this staff, but all it does is let you float things above it. Can't be too heavy though.
How many pounds are we talking?
One,
Just one?
yes,
That's all it does.
yeah, let you float stuff above it if it's 1 pound or less. Up to 3 things, so 3 pounds total, but like one at a time.
One
then
at one
And
at a
then there's
time.
this horn that if I blow it, and Celtra will blow it, but direct it towards Laurel, so only she could hear it.
Oh. Okay, what is it? Is that all it does? It just directs sound?
It's not just a sound. You have to remember that Laurel is probably a bit shocked because it's a blare of a horn.
Yeah, it's a horn.
Oh.
That's like someone honking while you're walking in front of their car. Like
I didn't
just,
know how loud exactly it was. Like, what the
Yeah,
Okay.
but only you could hear that.
Oh, okay. I sort of like tickle my ear. I'm like, okay. What else?
And then we got this armor with the straps. Kind of like boots with the straps.
yeah, I was going to say.
Okay, what does
I was
that
trying
do?
really hard not to. It lets you take it on and off really fast, but it's also leather, so it's not very strong.
Well, I feel like it'll be useful still. Well, okay. That sounds. We'll find a use for it. I feel like there's something that could be used with these. You're inventive.
True, but I also have to. We'll figure it out later. I mean, I guess, and Seltzer will point to the body. Lavari, it's one that hasn't changed yet. If you want to examine it,
I feel like I've poked through these bodies enough to glean as much as I can from them.
okay. I'm just saying, it's there. Is all I'm saying.
I'm more interested in the other demons.
I mean, I don't really care what you do with any of them, as long as it doesn't bring them back to life. Then I'd care.
Interesting.
No.
And with that, she walks away after she says interesting.
No. No.
I stop by Henry and get back my crystal foot.
Son of a bitch.
I'm returning my weird things to my inventory. She doesn't know why she picked it up, but she does remember that it was a gift because Karyst gave it to her. Mavari didn't pick that up. Karyst handed it to her.
Yeah, she also has his skin.
I do, and she's holding on to it. It seemed to be useful.
I don't know what to say to that.
Why?
Seltzer will take his
Yeah, I mean, I'm a
flashlight.
little concerned. That takes a while.
Seltzer will take his flashlight back, though. I mean, I guess we could head back out, and oh boy, I need a rest. I'm kind of
Yes.
tired. Little hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good though.
Do you want to lean on me?
Nah, I'm
Lean
fine.
on me.
Are you sure?
I'm okay.
Where's Lefty?
He's out there with Razmi.
Okay. All right. And I take Kara's like just very gently by the arm, and I start to lead him out.
Alrighty.
And you also take 2 lightning damage.
Damn it!
Shit, I forgot about that.
So, as you guys are walking out and you're climbing up this ladder, getting back out in the daylight, back into this tent where you had previously met with Katrina and her assistant Edmund and found out that they were both demons in disguise, you can imagine that this is actually where they were bringing down other people, that people would come through the town and they would take them in and say, oh, you're welcome. And maybe the people were innocent that live here, maybe they weren't. But they would welcome them, bring them in, and then Katrina would probably bring them downstairs. And she would trick them into being food for the demons themselves. And you can also kind of imagine that this is where they would have seen the huntresses actually come through. The huntresses that you know to be dead, that you saw their dead bodies, their charred remains, the burnt
Oh, they
armor,
caused it.
the emblem, the emblem of the drawn bow with an arrow knocked in it. And they're all dead. But like he mentioned before, there was a town that they were protecting. And now you know that they're dead. And as you get up here, you can almost imagine a conversation happen in this tent of them talking about maybe the huntresses were able to hide from the demons, maybe they were able to kill the demons and fight them off, but they're sitting here like, we have this place ripe with humans to kill, feed, take, or do whatever with. And you know it's north. That's about it. But you just kind of think about that as you climb up here and realize that this happened all around you. All of this stuff just happened.
Okay. So, we're all in agreement that we just can't really leave these people here defenseless.
Yes.
So, do we send them to Delphi?
It might be for the best, even if you don't want to.
I don't trust that dragon, but
I mean, we could give them money.
we can give them money.
And then have them pay the dragon, or pay Belle Delphine, to let them in.
Yes, I suppose they could. I guess that's kind of been the plan. I don't know, does anybody else? That's the only thing that I can really think of right now.
Anybody else have any ideas?
The state of these people doesn't really concern me. We freed them and got them into a better place, but at this point, their lives are in their own hands.
I mean, we didn't really get them in a better place. We just let them out of a bad place. I don't know if that's
Which is
exactly
better
the
than
same
where
thing.
they were.
I mean, yes, but like, I would say, is taking you out of a bad place the same thing as putting you into a good place?
It's a better place.
I mean, it's hard to argue.
Agree.
It's hard to argue because it is better than the situation they were in, but we did. But I guess it's like looking at the glass. Is it half empty or half full? Because like
What is that
you were.
reference?
What are you doing with half a glass of water? Fill it
Oh
up.
my god!
What he's trying to say, what he's trying to say is just because you let something out of a bad place doesn't exactly guarantee that, I mean, is it better? Yeah, for a time, but you can't just, you don't just let people out and then just let them fend for themselves. You make sure that they're fine.
We don't know these people well enough to know that they can't tend to themselves now that they've gotten into a better situation. The demons we know of have passed. If they want to go to Delphine, that's on them.
That's true, I suppose.
You can't dictate someone's life just because you feel like they're in danger.
Dictating someone's life? It's
Or
helping them.
Did they ask for help?
Yes, actually, they did.
We helped them out. How much more helping do they need?
Are you serious?
Quite.
Why?
Why what?
Like people such an inconvenience for you.
They're not an inconvenience as they are just living.
Mm.
I love it.
I'm gonna go ask if they need help.
Them
I
living
will
is an
accompany
inconvenience?
you.
We helped them out of the situation they were in. You cannot just assume that they still want our help. Because what if they don't? What if they don't want to go to Delphine? Maybe they want to do things on their own. You cannot control them. You cannot control what life they want to live or what help they would like to have. You can't just assume that.
Are you mad? I never once said that I wanted to control these people. I said that I wanted to help them. Obviously, the logical progression would be to ask if they needed help.
Them. How much more help do they require?
I don't know, which is why you ask. We are just pontificating as to, like, how we want to go forward. You don't leave them out in the woods with God knows what out here. They clearly can't defend themselves.
Other than the two demons, they were doing just fine. Look at their little camp.
They were relying on the hunters of Artemis, and we know what happened to them.
And what would they do if they found out that we were the problem that caused the hunters of Artemis?
Okay, we didn't cause that.
Kind of.
How?
They attacked us and we defended ourselves. Of course.
Okay,
It wasn't
yes.
us who did it, but we had help.
I wouldn't really call that. I mean,
we would all be dead in the forest if it was not for their aid.
True. We never asked to, fry them. We didn't ask for anybody to die over it. A little overkill. A little. But then again, I do not dictate what these higher beings decide to do. The point of the matter is that these people are technically defenseless. They couldn't even get food from themselves. They relied on people that are now gone. Is it our responsibility? Is it
people without helping themselves? We have not seen them try to actually help themselves. So are you going to keep helping them hunt for them their food? They have to be able to rely on themselves. We can't babysit these people forever.
Well,
or I'm sorry, protect
not.
these people forever.
Well, of course we can't protect these people forever. But we can at least make sure that they are sent on their way properly, as opposed to
Tell
just...
them about Delphi, and I guess give them a little money, as Selcher suggested. But that's all I'm willing to do.
Fine.
Whether Delphine eats them or not is not our prerogative. We can't help it. She's a dragon.
I don't like her.
That is your own choice.
Take like a really big, deep breath. And let out a long sigh. And I'm like, fine. I say, my teeth start to kind of grow into fangs. We'll do what you want. And I walk off. Seltra?
What's up?
Are the people okay?
That's a question that I feel like was going to be addressed. Go ahead. Seltra is going to go see about all of the people that got out of the tunnel, where they are, and all that jazz.
Son of a bitch. Why would you do that? All right.
What I wanted to do.
So they're all gathered right outside the tent. All 15 of them, various ages. The youngest one being the 14-year-old boy who lights up as he sees Karyst come out of the tent because he is confused. But there are some other people who are looking at Karyst kind of questioningly, kind of respectfully, maybe even a little intimidated. So you're thinking that maybe this boy has been up here telling some stories, but he's a teenage boy, so most likely whatever he said is 100% true and accurate.
It bees like that.
Yes, teenagers never lie or embellish.
Nope.
Which brings me to a quote from my girl, Judge Judy. She said, "How do you know if your kid's lying? Their mouth is moving." I love it. Anyway, but you come out here and you see all of these people, and you can see Winifred is handing out meat that looks freshly cooked. And you can see smoke bellowing from the large tent kind of at the top of it, where you can see it's like an overlay for smoke to actually vent out of it. and she just kind of smiles at you as you just pass the corpse of Katrina where the legs were missing, and she's handing out this meat happily. And they're all like thanking her and being kind, and she's like, "Oh, don't you worry, there's plenty more."
Yeah. Woo. How's everybody feeling?
They regard you with hesitancy because you're, a small gray man or purple. But they do shake your hand and they do thank you, and then after a few kind of hesitantly do it, then the whole crowd kind of does it. They kind of gather around all of you guys making their way. It looks like they lean more towards Laurel because, until she brushes her hair aside, she just looks like a malnourished human. But some think Mavari, although Mavari's face, they're just kind of like, thank you. Okay. And then Karyst, they're just kind of like thinking him with like reverence and fear. And then Laurel, they're actually emotionally thanking her, like, thank you so much for what you did. You saved our lives. We were hungry. We were starving. We were probably going to die. And then, Seltra, they're thinking in a normal way. They're like, hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you need anything, let us know. A few of them might offer up trades of what they're able to do. In there somewhere is like an apprentice blacksmith. There's a guy who cuts down trees. There's some laborers in there. They say they don't really have skills that'd be useful to somebody who does what you do, but you think to like a basic place or basic camp of some kind or town, they would be decently useful.
No, we don't really need much. We're just kind of asking, like, what are you guys' plans? What are you trying to do?
One of them steps up who seems about, upper 20s, low 30s, has a normal voice, so I don't have to sound weird. And he says, we're headed to Delphi. Our village is to the north of here, outside of the pass. They were all destroyed when the demons came through, and so we were going to flee to Delphi, where it's the center of the world. That's where Apollo protects his people. And we're gonna go there. So, we'll probably head out. Uh-huh.
So, a little bit of a heads up about Delphi. Also got attacked by demons. Good news.
Rubble.
Good news. The demons are gone.
Whew.
Shocking news. It's being guarded by a dragon.
Huh? Rubble.
Seltra will scoop out like a bag of
You see a hand go up and in the middle of the crowd. What's that wagon?
Excellent question. I didn't know this either before I saw her. And Seltra used magical tinkering to project an image of Delphine.
Again. Is it in color?
It's in a color.
How big is this?
Is it 4K? What's the resolution like?
Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Radius. 30 seconds long. Static visual image. Yeah. If it can be pictures of 25 hours of text line. Okay, so it's just a static picture. Maybe in a 5 foot by 5 foot area.
They're all like kind of back up and gasp.
So bigger than Karyst or
Smaller?
It's smaller. It's just like a little cube of hologram.
Karyst's gonna lean over. I believe we should give them a sense of scale because I am bigger than this image.
I mean, can you make a bigger version? I could make another image with another person next to her for scale.
That is what I am implying.
Okay. Hold on. Make another one with like an image of of me because I need a reference. For scale to Delphine, like that's me, and that's the dragon. That's how big she is.
Is
For
everybody
real.
dead?
Not everybody.
Is that thing eating people?
No,
How do you know?
because we were there.
It looks really scary.
Could be
What in the fuck does it eat if not people?
Oh my god.
other stuff.
I'm really afraid.
Stop being afraid. It's okay. And so it's gonna scoop out like a bag of money. It's gonna get out like 500 gold and
You want us
hand it.
to bribe it?
Yeah, that's what I want you to do.
No.
When you yes, exactly. When you go down there, if she's a little hostile, give this as an offering for her to let you in and protect you. She likes money.
Okay.
And whatever she doesn't take, you can have the rest of it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's just to be prepared.
It's okay. Once we get there, the Oracle will bless us with the power of Apollo.
Ooh.
God.
Yes.
About that. The Oracle might not be capable of doing that anymore.
Well, why not?
She might not be there.
But Apollo is all powerful and he protects his people. And you hear that little kid go, "Nuh-uh. Apollo is bad and he brought these demons to kill us all. But the champion of Karyst is gonna kill the demons." He kind of raises his hand like, "Yeah," but nobody else joins him.
Sasha looks back at Karyst like, "What did you tell these people?" Oh,
I may have
Don't.
overstepped my bounds on this one.
I'm not gonna correct him. Sure. The Oracle is indisposed and in the ground
You see
forever.
the kid go, Is it because she was a treacherous bitch?"
Whoa.
Whoa, hold on now.
Childless.
I did not say that for the record.
Child.
Language.
It's okay. My dad said the same thing about my mom.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Pause, little kid.
Uh-huh.
Young child.
Do y'all offer therapy?
Small human.
There might be a therapist in the village or in Delphi. Probably not, but there
Oh.
could be.
There's no one in Delphi except for like 6 people.
I know. Maybe one of them's taking up the noble profession. All right, I'm trying to be optimistic.
He just kind of looks up at you with like pleading eyes and he goes, I've seen some shit.
Being down there, I definitely saw it. So I get what you're saying, but the Oracle, I won't say was a traitor. She just got killed by the demons.
Oh, okay.
But we, with the help of the dragon, were able to get rid of them. So
That is
you
a
should.
strange sentence.
So you guys should be safe. It's clear. It's a little dirty, little ruinous, but there's some intact enough buildings for you guys to stay in them.
One of the women kind of take this kid under her arm. She kind of holds him close and looks at you and she's like, "Truly, we do thank you for what you guys have done. You're a little strange to us, but really, thank you for saving our lives and helping us."
It is no problem. Quick question. Who among you can hold a sword? You might need one.
You see the little kid look up. Yeah. You see 6 grown-up men kind of like slowly raise their hands because they're grown-up men where they're from, but they've also seen their villages destroyed. They were almost killed by demons. they've never fought demons, so they're a little bit like, yeah, we're men. Just don't tell the guys who fight us.
Right. All right. So I only ask just in case you might need some equipment. Just in case you guys might need some. And Seltra's gonna like slowly start making his way around the crowd to the back of the cart where he has some of the stuff. Because I know I used a lot of it to like make parts. The crap we took from the barracks. And I'm gonna like leave them with a little bit of like, here's some arm, here's a spear, and here's some shields. Just in case. You might not need this, but you might want to have it just in case. Because we don't know what's back there. I mean, sure, we beat them, but we don't know what came after, if anything came after. Just try and get to the dragon. She'll protect you.
Hey, thank you.
Um,
One of them's like, what? Just so we know, when people ask, who are y'all? What are you called?
we're called the Trauma Center.
That doesn't seem like a good idea. Do you have another? Do you have another one?
I don't know.
It's either that or Soul Patrol. That's my vote.
Ooh, what
I
about
like Soul Patrol. That one's pretty good.
the Trauma Troop?
Jesus
I hate
Christ.
that.
I think trauma is the word that we're trying to avoid here, Lorraine.
Huh, why? Why? We all feel it.
Yeah, but we don't want to just go with Soul Patrol.
Okay.
I
fine.
don't think we've discussed a name in order to tell you.
What are your names?
I'm Seltra.
Seltra.
I'm Laurel.
Laurel.
My name is Mavari.
Mavari.
I'm Karyst.
Karyst. Yeah, the little boy talks about you.
I'm aware.
Do you want a little boy? Are you looking
I
to
don't-
adopt?
No,
No.
Let's not phrase it that way.
Yeah, I realized that after I said it. Yeah, no. Shut up. You could be Batman as Robin.
Oh boy. Oh no, we could. Oh boy. Yeah, no. We'll just for now, Soul Patrol, and that's what we'll go with because we didn't discuss it. So I made an executive decision, and I'll look back at everyone else.
That's fine. It's fine. Soul
Seltra,
Patrol is fine.
Laurel, Mavari, and Karyst of the Soul Patrol.
Yeah.
I'll tell people, anybody I know, I'm alive because of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
Just
think
be
we should
careful on the
call them
road.
Champions or something.
It's fine. Soul Patrol sounds really cool.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess. Also, please watch that boy so he doesn't get, I don't know, burned at the stake or stoned as a heretic.
Or
Please.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna get burned to the heretic in Delphi. Like he,
Okay,
they
yeah, but
don't-
it's everywhere else. Just please, I just worry a little. That's all.
That's fine. I don't think we have anything that'll help you guys get there any faster because we don't have a second cart. But
Do you
just
lead
be-
us?
do we have anything else we're gonna do? I don't want to. I feel like we'd be kind of dicks if we rode in the cart while they all walked.
Yeah, but with your protection, we get there safe. Please lead us.
They are correct.
Yeah, we could have Naskita lead them. My computer just opened up. That's bad.
He is indisposed.
also like a 2-day trip. I don't know. I don't know if we want to like leave her alone for 2 days. Where are we gonna?
Not in
Yeah,
her
she has to
condition.
hit something. She's screwed.
I don't know if we want to like leave her alone for 2 days.
Not in her condition.
She's violently dysenterying in the back of the.
I mean, I can't speak for the rest of you. Personally, I feel like taking these people and escorting them back would be the right thing to do to make sure they get there safe. They don't exactly seem confident. But I glare over at Mavari. Other people might have differing opinions. So what say the group?
I mean, I have no problem with taking them back. I
don't have any problem with it either.
I was just kidding. We have plot armor.
Oh,
Oh, the mighty plot armor! I had no idea.
where do you get some of that?
I know, right?
Under properties, it has to say NPC.
Yeah,
damn.
I don't think we.
I don't think we have the
qualify.
N in front of our names.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you think you can get there safe, I trust you all to do so.
We appreciate your kindness.
Well, we're trying. All right. Well, when are you guys going to when are you all going to head out? Soon?
Tomorrow morning, at first light.
That's when we should probably head out to the next location that we're gonna go to.
Yeah, what time of day is it?
You woke up and went down there, fought a total of 5 rounds. Well, like 4 and a couple of turns. Walked around for about 40 minutes, fought again for 2 rounds. Led some people out, came back up. It's probably around like 11 a.m., noon.
Okay, it's still morning.
Really depends on how you define morning.
True. Well, we're all kind of banged up from the cave, so maybe a rest. You know, a little longer to make sure that we're good for the mountains.
Yeah, we could just kind of hang out here for another night and then go through and then head our way through the mountains.
Indeed, there might be from what I remember, there might be some sort of large monster in the mountains.
Behemoth Yeti.
Yes, the Yeti.
Are y'all wanting to follow the path or just go to
I
the
mean,
mountains looking for monsters?
I think following the path is probably a good idea.
Yeah, the safer option.
So they, Katrina was talking about it, the people going to the mountains adventuring. If you follow the path, that's actually probably safe. Well, you know, it's not patrolled anymore, so maybe not. But for the most part, it seemed like the monsters and everything lived up in the mountains and people would go seek them out. So you should be okay.
Good being the operative word.
I said it.
Shelter's gonna go like after we decide all of this. Shelter's gonna go to the cart and start messing around with the dragon bits. Like, well, we're gonna rest up, and I suggest you guys do the same before you head out.
Thank you.
You're
They'll kind of
welcome.
pile into the tent.
Here's hoping that all of this stuff is okay. I mean, maybe these people in the camp will find some use for that underground cave.
It's a possibility.
I mean, worst case scenario, they could use it as like a hidey little bunker in case the demons come back.
That's not a bad idea whatsoever. Unless the demons have this marked as, you know, an actual stronghold. No, that's not correct. Base camp for their operations.
That is fair. Did we find any information that would suggest that they have this place marked?
In what way?
Like a map or like a book that says, yeah, like we've been using this place as a base of operations or something like that. I don't think I found anything like that, but
I don't know what to tell you except for you found somebody who was acting in a superior position that was a demon, and then you had the underground where there was a boss demon, and then some people who were demons, and they were locking people up. So they were bringing people back here. They weren't going out. So depending on how or what kind of definition of base of operations you're looking for, this would be considered a base of operations for the demons. Yeah.
Ah, fair enough. I will kind of look over at the rest of the people at the camp and say, you guys should probably also go to Delphi. This this place is being used was being used to capture and bring people to by the demons. So there's a fair possibility that if they don't hear anything back from the people from the demons that we killed, they might send more.
Winifred, carrying the meat on a platter, is walking up to Laurel. Honey, your food is done and ready for whenever you leave. And she looks at you, Seltra. And also, bring them the fuck on. More to eat.
Okay. I there was a suggestion. I can't make you do anything.
I love the cut of her jib.
Child, that's food.
I can't make you do anything, so more power to you, I guess.
It's just a very strong suggestion that maybe that should be done. Just saying, as I take the plate. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I look at it. What does it consist of? What is it? What? No. What does it smell like?
You know what? I want you to look at your skills and then choose what you want to use. Oh, yeah.
Let me see. Oh, wow. It's actually not all that. Ooh. Can I use I don't know, survival seems like it might be a stretch.
Why? Go for it.
I don't know.
Use survival when you're tracking and hunting.
Yeah, that's true. That's extremely true. All right, I'll use survival.
Alrighty.
All right, come on, baby. Survey says 23.
You've eaten a few meats, and the more you remembered from your nights out, the more meats you remember eating. Like, there's a lot of times that as a proper lady, you would eat deer meats, boar meats, and other meats like that. But when you're running through the woods, not as a proper lady, you eat other meats. You could rip a raccoon in half. You could eat a squirrel in one bite. So many meats Laurel has tasted. This, she has tasted. This is human.
Like human?
Human.
I look at the old woman with like this
Smiling up at you.
this look of absolute horror, and I want to flash my eyes and cast Divine Sense on her.
She brings back nothing. She seems like just an old woman.
What? Where did you get this?
My dear, I don't know if this is a proper place to speak of such things.
I
She kind of like nods her head towards the crowd of people.
Well, then I feel like we need to talk. In
I
private.
love a good talk.
Very well. Over here. I take the plate. I take the plate, and is the tent empty?
Yes. The Katrina tent?
Yeah, the Katrina.
Yeah, it's empty. Nobody wants to be in there. You see the half corpse of Katrina herself. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
All right. I set it down, trying not to look at it. Not trying not to look at it. But not for the reasons that you might think. Ma'am, why? Where did you get this?
She kind of like looks down at Katrina. Well, that's her. Look, she started it.
But why does it Why does it taste like? Why does it taste so real?
I know, it's pretty good, huh? The trick
No.
is to season it while you're cooking it, not
No,
before.
no, no, no,
Not,
no,
oh,
no.
yes?
Why
Yes?
does it? Why does it taste like a human? She's not human.
She kind of looks down at this human on the ground. Okay.
But she was. I look at. I look at Winifred, and I'm like, please leave the tent.
Yes, dear. Are you okay?
Mm,
I'm pretty fucking far from okay.
I don't know. Please leave.
My dear, I've seen a lot of things and have done some things. Don't try to hide. Embrace it. Be who you are.
I look
Good day.
back at her, my teeth growing sharp. Leave!
She just smiles. Oh, excuse me. Oh, hello, son. Goodbye. Excuse me.
Alright. I push the heavy desk like in front of the tent flap, but I push the heavy the heavy desk in front of the door.
Mhm.
And then I know that my armor is magical, but still, like, I go into my hybrid form. And then I take a big chunk out of Katrina's corpse. And I need to know what it tastes like.
It tastes human. It tastes like a nightmare to Laurel. Conscious Laurel.
And
It's also delicious.
do the features the features look completely human though.
Yes, everything looks and tastes completely human, despite what your own eyes saw.
Because she's confused and now she's absolutely scared and now she's starting to, for lack of a better word, relapse as she finds that it tastes absolutely delicious. And she starts to kind of like that sort of like hesitation, like don't do it, like trying to force yourself not to do it. But then she just starts to go all in.
Laurel enjoys a meal.
And then when she's done, she goes for the cook stuff too.
I mean, you gotta finish off the food with the good food. That's how you fill yourself up and feel satisfied afterwards. It's good thinking.
Thinking.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna take me a minute.
Yes, Mavari, walking amongst all these people who are happy, cheering, thankful, mostly thanking you. Still slightly scared, but mostly thanking you. What are you doing? Feeling this way you do.
Once they're all done, like, thanking her, she doesn't go back to the carriage because Naskita's in there being
Bit of a
real
smile.
gross. Yeah. But she does go closer to the carriage with her back up against, like, a wall and is, like, heavily watching everyone. Every little movement each person makes. She does see Laurel go into the tent and then the old lady come out without Laurel. So Mavari is a little concerned, but not enough to go over there, because if Laurel is dispatched by the old lady, then that's on Laurel. That's between her and her god at that point.
It's
But
tougher than she looks.
She'll definitely wait it out to see how long it takes for Laurel to come out.
All right. Karyst, Seltra? Or actually, Seltra.
I'll just grabbing stuff
Yeah.
out of the cart to mess with dragon parts.
Karyst, are you reveling in this a little bit? A lot of the people you've met have either hated or attacked or been afraid of you. These people are thanking you, and some of them think you're a champion and are cheering you on. How does that feel?
He's not sure what to think. He's always wanted this moment, but feels weird finally having it.
Skin it. Skin the goo.
I'm trying to think, because Karyst would Have you ever seen someone actually take credit for this and then like going behind the scenes and seeing what happens? He's kind of just standing there, and if they have any questions, he's answering them as best as he can. Almost like slightly overwhelmed, but like trying not to show it. Let's see. So he's at the tent. Yeah, there's not a lot that he would know what to do here.
Oh, that's fair. Is there anything that you guys would like to do for the rest of the day? You pretty much have the whole day to yourselves to do whatever you want.
Selfridge just kind of taking it easy because of how badly he got beat up. Considering that he got dropped almost to death twice.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. He's just kind of taking it easy, looking at the. He sets up like a little a makeshift. I'm not to say laboratory makes it sound like he has a lot of stuff. It's just something to hold the vial of the giant strength, while he is like trying to figure out how he can go about making at least one of the talons that he has into a semi replica of this.
Yeah, you could start looking at it. It looks like it would probably take you a while to figure that out. It looks quite complicated.
Yeah, no, that I figure. So he's just trying to figure out how he can go about doing it.
All right. So unless somebody else has something to do, that whole day y'all spend resting up, looking around, soaking it in, eating, enjoying normal conversations. People every now and then try to talk to Mavari, and she might respectfully respond in kind with short sentences, but it's almost a little weird to have these people happy to see her and talking to her in such a cheerful way, because most people don't. And she's from a place where people, well, she remembers now what the people were like. You guys end the day on a good, positive note. Winners of what was happening, learning a little more, including the name of the creature y'all seen several times, and exactly what it does, and Laurel finding out that it is 100% human after it finishes that process. So
I don't leave that tent, by the way.
Fair enough. You sleep in there?
Yep.
Would anybody go to check on her, or y'all just be like, oh, Laurel's Laurel?
Mavari would, because may have been the only one who saw her go in there.
Yeah, Mavari might think, what if her killed her ass?
Yeah, absolutely.
Felled by a little old granny.
Look, she's seen worse.
Yeah, she really has. No, I wouldn't put it past. I wouldn't put past this woman. She's like a tough old bird. Miss Winnie. The desk is like pushed up against the flap, so it's kind of like
It's still just a door flap, so I can't go
Yeah.
in.
Just kind of raises the flap, and you see over the desk Laurel there in a mess.
look up, and I'm just staring.
Well, you're alive, and that's all that matters. And she drops the flap and walks away.
Blood covering my face.
There you
Wild eyes.
go. That is a summary of Mavari. All right, so
It
you
goes
guys,
crazy.
you guys wake up the next morning, happy as can be. As you wake up, you see a lot of the people. The sun's barely up, and they're already kind of packing and getting everything ready to go. And they are starting to head out south. So you guys know that north is past Katrina's tent and past the kind of tent where the cooking and sleeping bags are, and where everybody was sleeping the day before. And there is easily 20 people on this road, kind of getting each other together, finishing some packing, making like little makeshift sleds that are like backpacks that, you know, they lean onto the ground so that it takes about half the weight off. And they look like they've traveled before. Some of them had traveled up this way to a better life in Delphi and just never made it. And you actually don't even know how many people didn't make it. You just know these people did. Because you went in there and saved them. So as you start getting ready, is there anything you would like to do?
As we're getting ready, Seltra will once again just kind of tell the people, just be careful out there. It could be dangerous. But good luck.
Yeah, by this point, like, I've left the tent, cleaned myself up the best I can, but I don't really say anything. I just kind of look distant.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, one of them will kind of walk up to you. One of the people, we'll go with Mary, the old woman with the white hair, mohawk, and bow. And she will walk up to... I'll go with Laurel, because she's the most human looking. I don't want to
Okay.
pick on you, but that's just how it works.
No,
when
that's cool.
everybody's a dragonborn, drow, devil-looking thing. It's choices. They're like, that one.
Alrighty.
So, Laurel's by default on this one.
That's fair.
But Mary, she walks up to you and she says, "Hello, I had a sister in a town north of here. It's on the way to the town you're going to. A little bit. It's west of it. If you happen to pass it, it's called Argrananos.
Oh god.
And Arg for short.
They got no keepers.
She says, if you happen to pass it, my sister's there. And she kind of looks down. I don't know if she's alive, but please check. You
Like, I
have
blink a
saved
little bit
people.
and shake my head. Forgive me, what's her name?
My sister's name is Maribel. She has long, straight, black hair. And she has brown eyes. Shut the fuck up. And she has a soft skin. It's very pale, but she's very beautiful. She's tall. She has a lean body.
Okay. Yes, I'll look for her if I find her. Did you want me to send her to Delphi?
Yes, please. According to this, she's not very bright, but she's hella constitutional.
Very well. I'll do so, and I'll try my best to send word to you in Delphi about her fate if I can.
All right.
Okay. Very well. Maribel. Done.
Redstream.
Yes.
Maribel Redstream.
Can you... Maribel what?
Redstream.
Red...
REDSTREAM.
Redstream. Redstream.
Redstream, yes.
Okay, alright. Yes, I can do that. I'll see what I can do for you.
Thank you.
And you said that your name was Maribel?
Her name was Maribel.
Then what's your name?
Mary.
Mary.
Who the fuck?
Very
did
well.
this?
Who did?
My parents had a lot of children. They named us in alphabetical order.
Very well.
She came after me.
Sure. Yes, no, sorry. Yes, no, I can do that for you. Yes. That's fine. I'm gonna go sit in the cart.
Okay.
Okay. Just like go hurry off to the cart. Just climb it and I just sit there in the corner.
As
What does this button
Mavari,
do?
like, as you pass Mavari, she's like, rough night?
I glare back at you like, don't do that. You don't want to do that right now. Walk off.
What, rough as in like RUFF? No.
That was good. I like it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
All right.
Seltra will let everybody. We'll tell everybody. Yeah, just tell everybody to make sure they be safe out there. If you have to, you gotta remember you have equipment if you have to use it.
Hey, Mr. Karyst, kill demons.
14, I will do so. For you.
He raises his fist. Champion!
He just accepts his name as 14.
If you told me his name was 14, don't know what to tell you.
I think it's great. I'm not correcting it.
No, it's fantastic.
All right, so you guys look over the mountains to the north, and from here you can see a lot of the land below you. As you look over this mountain pass, and you can see the land below as you're kind of at the peak of it right here. Well, you're not at the peak of the mountains, but at the peak of the mountain pass as it starts to go downhill and head north. And it winds a little bit, but you can see over the lot of the mountains. You can see far off, very far off, you can see colors like grass and trees. You can see a little bit of blue, like ocean off to the northeast. And then you can see more mountains kind of heading towards the west. And then out directly north, kind of the direction that you're going, it looks like a mix of dirt and grass. Like there's a lot of rocky area mixed with some trees down there. But you know that the cold will be left behind as long as you got on the mountain pass. But if you're looking for a little bit of fun, you can always go higher up into the mountains.
Huh.
Y'all ready to go save some people?
Yeah!
All right. So we're going to do that next week with little Naskita, hoping that she takes some Tums.